I honestly do not know why it's the case, but I get contacted quite often for proposal photography. I don't know what I'm doing, whether it be website related, SEO magic, or something else, but these are some of the more stressful photo shoots and not something that I particularly seek out, yet they always seem to end up in my lap. There are worse problems to have, I get it, so I don't mean to whine or complain about getting too many proposal photo shoots. In fact, this video is kind of the opposite. I intend for this video to be an educational resource for other photographers looking to capture proposals well, if not better than they currently do. And I also want to share this video with prospective clients of mine who are interested in hiring me to capture their proposal. So, over the past couple years, I can confidently say that I've refined a technique and have kind of built up my own process that I've learned over time. Quite a bit of it deals with the preliminary measures as to what works really well in alleviating stress for both me and my clients, while also ensuring that the vision that the client has gets captured to the fullest. So far, I've only captured yes responses. Maybe that's reason enough to hire me, but in case you're not sold on it, I'll give you some insight to my process. By now, it's pretty plain to see that you're watching a proposal play out in real time as I overlay some edited images for the purpose of showing an alternative perspective. Now, what you're getting here is a condensed version of about 7 minutes of footage showing just the proposal portion for the most part. But if you stick around, I'll show you some of my favorite photos in a slideshow from this photo shoot at the end. And in fact, they're some of my favorite proposal photos taken just ever. With the purpose of this video though, primarily being educational, I want to do my best to keep things both concise and informative. I struggle with this. I tend to yap quite a bit. So anyway, I have a longer video of a proposal captured in a similar way to the one that this one is, and you can find that on YouTube. It's definitely a bit drier, but it's longer and maybe will be more insightful to the behind the scenes process of a start to finish photo shoot. However, as the rest of this particular proposal photo shoot plays out, I want to do my best to cover the key points of conversation and the strategies that I discuss with all my clients, which I'm confident are great starts to ensuring that the surprise isn't spoiled, that the vision of the client is captured, and last, but not least, I'm able to deliver photos to the best of my ability and to the highest quality. I feel like it's valuable to kind of show a bit of behind the scenes footage to a proposal because obviously, if you've ever popped the question before, or have photographed a proposal, then you know it can be nerve-wracking, and if nothing else, very exciting. Good portion of the people watching this video, though, probably haven't been in that position themselves, so in which case, take notes. Kicking things off with a bit of common sense, you'll thank yourself for not overlooking the following, I promise. First and foremost, it's important to establish good communication practices and decide what methods of contact work well and don't work. Addressing the fellas here. Be precise about what times of day and what days of the week you're available to discuss any plans regarding your proposal. It should also go without saying, but don't save myself or any photographer's contact in your phone as Morgan Freeman, Morgan Wallen, or Pizza Hut. Find an inconspicuous co-worker or colleague if possible, or invite a family member in on the plan and use their name if it fits your situation better, or just tell your partner that you've taken up the late onset hobby of talking to imaginary friends. That's also an option. Wouldn't suggest it, but it's there. Before I move into the next point of my process, it's important to take a moment to emphasize how well Chris did here on following my direction and taking things slowly. I can't express enough how valuable it is as the client to take things slowly. It's going to be uniquely stressful and exciting. Embrace it, make the most of it, make the moment last. You'll only be living in it for, in the whole scheme of things, a split second, so don't let it end before you truly get to experience it. I want to hammer this point home because 99% of the unsuspecting partners say they completely black out as soon as they recognize the situation unfolding in front of them. This isn't CrossFit, so it looks like you're doing jumping lunges or burpees. I can objectively say that you're discounting your partner's opportunity to soak in the experience. I'm not asking you to recite Shakespeare while down on one knee, but take a minute to tell them that you love them in a way that's unique and genuine to the two of you. To any photographers watching, if the client takes things slowly, it affords you more time to adjust and react to changing environments or unexpected variables. This could be anything from a client missing their mark and you just needing some time to relocate in a way that you get a better angle of the face and reaction, Or it could be a slight breeze that blows hair in front of the face, and a couple more moments to squeeze off a couple more shots is the trade off between getting the reaction unobstructed or completely missing it entirely. Okay, so yeah, it's common sense that the slower your client takes it, for one, the more that they'll be able to soak in the experience and actually get to enjoy it and remember it, not just through photos. And two, the photographer will be able to snap more shots, hopefully adjusting to any particular obstacles that might come their way and bettering the situation for everyone involved. Another common sense strategy that saves everyone tons of stress is simply taking the time to set up a good plan. Simply taking the time might be a bit of an understatement because the planning process honestly takes hours of work while the actual proposal itself only takes a couple minutes at most. My process starts with setting up a client call, discussing their general vision, then refining it over time. It's important to collaborate with clients based off of experience. The ways that you want to capture their vision and how it directly relates to your photography are important. This includes subjects like how the location and the time of day will affect choices with who's positioned where and what lens options are available. There are quite a few more variables that can be discussed, but for the sake of time, I'm going to round it off like this. Set a location, have an angle of capture decided on, determine the client's path of entry, and where you will be as the photographer. If you can coordinate these details, you're already set up for success. To conclude with a pro tip, I highly recommend using a tracking app on your phone to share locations. This way you can communicate where you are with no need to send messages back and forth. If you're both using iPhones, check out Find My Friends app. Google Android users might have a specific OS app that works better for them. Otherwise, cross-compatibility, I would suggest Google Maps. Make sure you troubleshoot and test this and set it up ahead of time because you don't want to rely on this function as a piece of your plan only to find out on the day of that there's some sort of issue. To anybody who has made it this far along in the video, first off, thank you. I also have plenty more footage of side-by-side content like this. I look forward to doing something with it, and if this video is helpful in any way, even if only to one person, I'll take it as a huge win. If you're a photographer that got something out of this, I would love to hear what the key points are and takeaways that were valuable to you. If you have additional advice, I would love to hear that as well. I wasn't able to cover everything in this video, but I feel like it does a good job at expressing many of the key points and hope that this is helpful to at least somebody. That's it for this one. Thanks for staying till the end.